I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, is internet dating effective? I got an email here from a reader, and he says, "Hi Corey, I'm 30 years old, and I have a lot of trouble with women. Ever since I can remember back in high school and my undergraduate years in college, I've always had trouble with women. For some reason, women would just mistreat me, whether it be flaking on dates, not responding to my texts or phone calls, or just being reluctant to sleep with me. It's not my looks. I am pretty good looking guy. And at one point, I thought it was the type of women I was attracted to. I came across your videos on YouTube and started watching them, and from there I downloaded your book on my iPad, and I began to apply the knowledge to a woman I was dating until recently. This woman I am speaking about was someone I knew who used to intern from a government agency I am currently employed with. We were friends, and when she left, we still kept in contact. About 8 months ago, we began to date. It was rough from the start. She would show up late for dates. She worked a bullshit job that required that she work 7 days a week. So if we saw each other, which was rare, it was usually late in the evening. There was even one time I invited her to come over for dinner that I cooked and spent the whole evening preparing, and she didn't even show up. Oh, that fucking sucks. She had called 2 hours after the time we were supposed to meet, talking about she got caught up. I said we were through after that incident, but she cried, and I kind of felt bad, and I gave her another chance. And I would say the reason that she didn't show up is because she doesn't respect you. And why? Because it's obvious that you've let her walk all over you in the past, or communicated to her that you're submissive to her. In other words, she walked all over you, she changed plans, she jerked you around, and you just went all along with it, and you kept coming back for more. And so, in essence, you trained her to treat you this way. He said, to be honest, on average, the whole time we were dating, I was seeing her maybe once every month or 2 months. A good portion of our relationship was spent on the phone, which I thought was really weird and I despised because I would rather speak to a woman I had dating in person. Huge fucking mistake. Phone, texting, email, instant messaging, all that stuff has one purpose and one purpose only. And that is simply to arrange a time to get together. And if a chick doesn't want to get together, or she's like, I'm busy, I can't, let's talk for a while on the phone, just say, hey, I'm busy, I'd love to talk to you, but give me a call when your schedule opens up so we can get together. And just leave it at that. Because when you sit there and you talk to a woman, that is being submissive. You're going along, see, you're talking to her, and it burns you up that you're talking on the phone and not seeing each other, but yet you went along with it. And that's where your weakness caused you to put yourself in a position where this girl had no respect for you as a man. And that's why she didn't show up and didn't think anything of it, because she just figured, hey, he'll put up with it, I can get away with it. On top of all this, she would not sleep with me. There were several opportunities when she was at my place and we would get heavily into it, and I would have her bra, I would get down to her bra and panties, but she would constantly hide behind her religious beliefs, talking about she doesn't feel comfortable because she's not married to me. And if that happened, I mean, that communicates to me that you just simply did not know how to make her feel comfortable in bed, and going back and forth like I talk about in my book, taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And when a woman does that, you back off and you let her talk for a few minutes, and you start making out. And the idea is that you get her to the point where she's so turned on, because like when you get a woman to the point where she's just really turned on, there's a point where you get her to where she's turned on and it doesn't matter. Condom, no condom, it just, she wants to have sex. And nothing's going to get in the way. The religious beliefs, all that shit just goes right out the damn window. Because when you get turned on, you got your feelings. And so the idea is that you get her there by building tension and releasing it, building tension and releasing it. And so when a girl pushes you away, you have to be able to back off and chill out for a few minutes, because that is all conducive to her feeling safe and comfortable. Because a woman's greatest fear is going to be that she's going to put herself into a position with a guy to where she says no to him and he doesn't listen to her. And so when a woman pushes you away, it just means that you're going a little too fast for her, and she just wants you to slow down. I mean, at the end of the day, she let you take her clothes off and got down to her bra and panties. And that, I mean, so let's read on a little bit, because she sleeps with other guys, she's just not sleeping with you. And she says, and mind you, this is a woman that has slept with other guys before and has admitted to me that she has had at least 2 one-night stands, yet she was dating me for 6 months and would not sleep with me. And I would say it really wasn't you guys were dating, it was really you were kind of like her male girlfriend. I began to lose interest and stopped calling her. She complained that I was not calling as much, and see, that was another thing. You were obviously pursuing her too much as well. And so that's why she was always cold. When you try to force a woman to come along, like I was talking about yesterday in a video, like one of my family members, I warned him months ago, and he wouldn't listen to me. He's just like a stubborn, I love him to death, but he's a stubborn jackass. And it's like sometimes you just got to let people crash into the fucking wall, and it's like, you know, this particular family member of mine has done great with women over the years. He's very successful on the internet, dating and meeting women. It's just that sometimes he gets into a relationship or gets into a situation where, because he's older and he feels like he's only got a limited amount of time left, and so he's like tries to rush everything, and he ended up getting dumped because of it. And when you chase women, and like he did the same shit you do, he's all day long on the text, constantly. He's taking his shit, he's got his phone right there, so he can respond to her text. I mean, it's a bad way to go, because when you're too easy, you're too available, and you always constantly respond to her text, it's boring. And he spent more time talking to her, just like you, spent more time talking to her on the phone and texting her than he actually did spending time with her. And he'd go out, he'd go over to her place, and by 9, 10 o'clock, she'd fucking kick his ass out, and he never spent the night over there. It was like, what the fuck? And it's because he was always easy, always available. He got involved in all of her personal problems, and her divorce drama, and her legal problems, and her financial problems, and her health problems, and her personal problems. And the chick, nice girl, but she's just a fucking mess. And he did the butler role. He tried to solve all of her problems, do everything for her. He did most of the pursuing, and just completely turned her off, and she gave him the let's just be friends speech, which she did when they first started dating. He says, I expressed my frustration with the relationship, which included all that I stated above, and to make a long story short, I came across your material, which included your YouTube videos and your book, and I decided to dump her and not waste any more of my valued time with her. She was upset and sent me this long, rambling text saying all I'm doing is trying to hurt her, and she wanted to see me, but I held my ground and said, no, we are done. Well, good for you, because at the end of the day, this chick already lost respect for you. And when you fucked up so much, it's so hard to overcome it. And it's just best to start fresh with somebody new that doesn't have any bad experiences with you in the past. Because no matter what happens, she's still going to be reminded of things you did in the past, because women are driven by their emotions. And so when you do or you say something that's weak, it's just you'll get rejected a lot quicker. She hasn't called or attempted to contact me since, and that was almost a month and a half ago. I want to meet other women, but since I work full-time and I'm a part-time grad student working on my second master's degree, so he basically asked me about internet dating, what I think about it. And like I said, this particular family member of mine that I was talking about who got dumped recently, he's a fucking master at internet dating. And he constantly meets women and does a good job, and he gets laid all the time, and he's very successful with it. But it's just that when he starts dating somebody that he really likes, it's just like everything goes out the fucking window, and he goes right back to things that are strategies that caused him to get rejected. And so my answer to your question is that, yeah, internet dating can be very effective. Me personally, I don't use internet dating. Why? Because I like meeting face-to-face. I love that moment when you meet somebody and you look in their eyes and you know that it's on, and it's just, God, it's to me, those are preordained events. Those are divinely orchestrated events. And that's just my personal preference. And so I did an article a while back called The Ultimate Online Dating Profile. And so if you want to make a kick-ass dating profile that will give you 1 to 3 really great prospects that are exactly what you're looking for on a monthly basis to date, you'll get fewer responses, but I mean, if you're very busy like you say you are and you don't have a lot of time, or you don't have a very active social life, and so you never meet many people when you're going about your life, internet dating can be a great thing for you. It's like the only thing, the downside to internet dating is that you're going to have the experience of meeting women who don't look anything like their picture, or they look great in their pictures, and then you show up in person, and they, like I said, they just don't look as good. And that was, this particular family member of mine, that's the biggest thing he runs into is he goes out on dates with women that just don't look like their picture, because they'll use pictures that are like fucking 10 years old or something like that, or they had a professional photographer, so everything's retouched, or they've gained a lot of weight since then, and some women think if they can just get you in front of them that you'll look past the fact that they're 3 times the size that they were in the pictures that they had posted on their profile. And so, but like I said, if you again go to the article that I did called The Ultimate Online Dating Profile, you can Google that. Just Google Corey Wayne, The Ultimate Online Dating Profile, and it will come up. And so make sure once you know exactly what you're looking for and the type of woman that you want, then that kind of criteria will be used to make the type of profile that I've got. And it's great because I don't respond to women online. And if you write emails and things like that, most of the emails that you send out, you won't get responses to. And it's very time consuming. It's a lot of work. Whereas if you just make the type of profile like I use in my example in that article, The Ultimate Online Dating Profile, women will contact you. And since they're contacting you, they're basically trying to communicate to you that, hey, I meet the criteria. I'm exactly what you're looking for. Please go out with me. It's not that they say that, but that's basically what they're doing is they're reaching out to you. And so now you're in a position of strength. They're contacting you first, and so they have a high level of interest, and all you really have to do is just facilitate meeting together for a drink or a cup of coffee. It's really simple, so I would definitely encourage you to do that. But like I said, you got to be patient because you're going to meet women who don't look anything like their picture, and it can be kind of awkward to show up for, that's why I say it's best to meet for like coffee or a quick drink and not to do the dinner thing. Because you show up and the chick doesn't look anything like her picture. It's like you don't want to blow $50 or $100 spending money on her for dinner. This way you can just have one drink and just say, hey, it was nice meeting you, but I got to run, and I'll talk to you later. And then you just invite yourself to go after one drink or a quick cup of coffee, that kind of thing. So if you meet and you have a really great time with somebody, then you can end up moving on to dinner and doing those other things. But if the girl doesn't look anything like it, just meeting for a drink is an easy way where you only have to 15, 20 minutes max, and you're out of there if she doesn't look anything like her picture. So if you've got a question you want to ask me, there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. Just give me several days to get back to you with a response because I get a lot of email from the internet. And I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website and clicking the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and just follow the instructions. If you want to download the Kindle version of my ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, there is a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. And you don't have to have a Kindle device to read my book. You can download one of Amazon's free e-reader apps that will basically turn any computer, smartphone, Mac, or PC into a Kindle e-reader. And it only takes 60 seconds to download my book, and you can be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.